What I'm not going to do is suggest to you to use stronger passwords, set up two-factor authentication, use a VPN, any of those kind of cybersecurity tips that most of us already know. But in this video, I'm going to go over some tips that I use to keep my online businesses safe, my online personal finances, my personal data that I use every day that are slightly less well known. The secret email strategy. So here's something most people get wrong. They use the same email for everything. That's not a good move. And here's what I do instead. I have a secret email address that I use only for banking and investments. So think about it. When you get that sketchy, your account has been compromised email, you'll know instantly that it's fake because your bank would never email your regular address. The username hack. You've been told a gazillion times to not use 1234567 as your password. If that is your password, please change it now. You know to have a complex password with lots of different characters and symbols, and preferably use some kind of password manager like Cybersecurity. Everyone focuses on passwords, but here's what they miss. Your username is just as important. So think of it like a two-key system. If hackers already know one key, meaning your email, they're halfway there into getting into your account. So you can essentially double your security by not only having a complex password, but also having a complex username, because at the end of the day, it's your password manager that should be storing all of this data. You don't necessarily need to remember the actual username yourself. An alternative is to create unique usernames for every important account by adding, for example, plus Netflix or plus Amazon before the @ in your email. The document protection blind spot. Have you ever shared a bank statement online, maybe for a rental application or sent over some tax documents for a loan? Here's what most people do. They grab that PDF, they open it up in Preview or Adobe and just draw some black boxes over the sensitive stuff, and that's done, right? This is actually a massive security risk that nobody really talks about, because those black boxes, they're just sitting on top of your data. Anyone can copy that PDF, remove those boxes and see everything underneath. Plus, there's something called metadata in your files that can expose even more sensitive information, and that's where Redactable comes in. So Redactable is an AI-powered document redaction tool available on any browser that essentially removes sensitive information from a document. It not just covers it up, but removes it completely and removes the metadata in the file as well. So let me show you how it works. So I've got this bank statement here. How I used to cover up information was I'd open up the PDF and basically just drag black boxes all over the sensitive information. However, with Redactable, it's 98% faster using their AI-powered automations compared with manually redacting information, and it's safer as Redactable provides permanent redaction and removes hidden metadata as opposed to just surface layer redaction. With the same document, I upload it to Redactable, then it gives me 4 options. I can either manually redact one word or line at a time, I can search words or phrases I'd like to redact, and the third option is I can redact emails, social security numbers, phone numbers, and the fourth option, which is my favorite option, Redactable uses AI to automatically redact all the confidential information. So you can see here, it's highlighted all the potential confidential information, and then I can go ahead and tick the boxes of all the information that I want to be redacted. So I'll go ahead and tick some of them, but I can also click on the information itself and then click redact. So it's now redacted the information, but it also removes the metadata as well. So let's say I want to remove all the names from the document. I just head over to categories, I tick the boxes, full names and last names, I click search, and within seconds, it shows me all the names on the document, and I click select all items and I redact all 10 items. Super easy. And Redactable automatically maintains a detailed audit trail of who redacted what and when, and generates legally approved redaction certificates. This is particularly important for compliance. So if you do want to try Redactable out for yourself, you can get started for free by clicking the link in the description below. And if you use code MikeD, you'll get 20% off any plan. Trust me, if you've ever shared sensitive documents online, having Redactable in your toolkit will be very helpful. Speaking of protecting your data when you're out and about, let's talk about something that drives me crazy: public Wi-Fi. This is the mobile hotspot method. So I travel quite a lot for work. This month alone, I've attended conference in Australia, Singapore, Thailand. Literally, I'm flying out to Thailand in the morning in about 12 or 13 hours. So I work at airports very frequently. Now, I used to use a VPN for years, but the problem with VPNs is that most public Wi-Fi is already slow. So you add a VPN on top of that, and your internet speeds get really slow. These days, I tend to use my phone as a hotspot and tether to my MacBook, as it's safer, and more often than not, it's faster than the public Wi-Fi and much faster than public Wi-Fi plus a VPN on top. Protect against phone theft. Let's talk about something that's becoming a huge problem, which is phone theft. And I'm not just talking about someone snatching your phone for the hardware, but these days, thieves want what's in your phone. So your banking apps, your photos, your entire digital life. Here's what most people do. They slap on a basic passcode and they think they're protected. But, and here's the scary part, thieves have gotten very sophisticated. They're watching people enter their passcodes, then stealing the phone and the code, and then it's game over. So here's the kind of 3-layer security system that I use. The first layer is the backup shield. So first things first, assume your phone will be stolen, because chances are, eventually, over 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, it probably will be at some point. So in my opinion, everyone should be backing up their phone. For iPhone, you can do this quite easily with iCloud, and for Android you can use the Backup by Google One, which is Android's relatively new free backup system. Layer 2 is the stolen device protection, and this is a security feature that a lot of people don't actually know about. For iPhone users, Apple literally have what is called stolen device protection, and make sure this is toggled on. You can do this by going to settings, Face ID and passcode, and then enable stolen device protection, and this adds a layer of security when your iPhone is away from familiar locations such as your home or workplace, and helps protect your accounts and personal information in case your iPhone is ever unfortunately stolen. And for Android users, Android do have their own version of stolen device protection called Theft Detection Lock, which quite cleverly uses AI to determine when a phone has been stolen. And here's why this is genius. Even if someone has your passcode, they can't instantly take over your phone. Some of the features offer a 1-hour delay before major settings are changed, which gives you time to kind of remotely shut everything down. And layer 3 is the app lock system. And this is my favorite part, creating an app security hierarchy. So high security apps should require Face ID, fingerprints every single time. So these are like banking apps, password managers, photos, emails, payment apps, those kind of things. Then you've got the medium security apps. So these should require authentication once per day. So this can be social media apps, shopping apps, maybe cloud storage. And then you've got the low security apps, which just need a normal phone unlock. So these are like weather, music, game apps. And here's how to set this up. For iPhone, you can use app lock or screen time settings. And for Android, use your phone's built-in app locker or grab a trusted third-party app. And if you implement these 5 security tips, your digital life will be a lot more secure. And if you like this video, you can check out either this video here or this video here. And do check out this video's sponsor, Redactable. I've dropped a link in the description below. And if you use code MikeD, you'll get a 20% discount.